Welcome, everyone, to tonight's matchup between the Lakota West Firebirds and the Lebanon Warriors. I'm Brent Phelan, along with
Larry Burks.
And we'll be calling the game today for you, or tonight for you. It's the second season, right?
Yeah.
Week one of the playoffs, Division I, 64 teams around the state, all vying for that state championship.
Win and move on, lose and look forward to next year.
Lose and go home.
Yep.
So what do we got tonight here? Obviously, it's a matchup between the number 3 seed in the region and the number 14 seed.
Well, obviously, Lebanon is a good team. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the playoffs, right? They're solid in their conference. Lakota West is a high seed. Of course, Lebanon is a little bit lower seed. They're known for running the ball pretty well, but I think coming into West home field advantage with West really excited to be in the playoffs, looking forward to getting on with this game. I think it's going to be lopsided. I really do. I think with the high-powered offense that West has, it'll be too much for the defense that Lebanon has.
So as a point of comparison, Lakota West has played West Claremont a couple times over the last few years in the opening round of the playoffs. West Claremont is from the same Eastern Conference. As we know, those games have become not too close very quick. West Claremont actually came in a spot ahead of these guys this year.
Yes.
So,
it is the first round of the playoffs, and everyone will be excited to play. But I think not only will the high-powered Lakota West offense with Mitch Bolin at the helm at quarterback leading the conference in passing. He's, a solid runner as well. The Lakota West defense is also very outstanding with some of the top 5 leaders in the conference in sacks, in interceptions, and just really powerful defense. So it's going to be very, very hard for Lebanon to, stack up points on the board.
So a couple things to think about. We always think about, hey, you make the playoffs, right? Wow, you must have done something right. The one thing that happened when they went to the 7 divisions in Ohio, Division I only gets the 72 largest schools in the state.
Right.
And 64 make the playoffs.
Oh, well.
So even in our region, right, 16 out of 19 make the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. If you look at other sports in Ohio, baseball, basketball, soccer, everybody makes the playoffs. Everybody gets that second season chance. Football has never been like that, but they're awful close here in Division I. A couple things to think about. Some people to note from the Lebanon perspective. Don't be surprised to see a lot from Braden Everett. He's the quarterback. He's a 6'1", 175-pound senior, thrown for a little over 900 yards this year. The running back is Braden Kay, number 23. He's a 5'10", 165-pound senior, has rushed for over 1,200. That's the vast majority.
They have some talent on the team.
That's the vast majority of their offense. So it's going to come from those guys.
If I'm not mistaken, you mentioned that earlier that they have a defensive end that's got 11 sacks on the season.
They do. So keep an eye out for number 11, Quentin Wagers. He's a junior, and he has 10 or 11 sacks on the year. He's number 1 in the conference. Also on defense, keep your eyes on the strong side linebacker, number 6, Luke Berberick. He is number 2 in their conference in tackles.
Now, they're averaging 24 points a game in their conference, which is okay. Defensively, they're giving up. That's what I mean by they're averaging 24 points per game in their conference as the opponents score on them. Sorry, I wasn't real clear on that. West is going to they're explosive. And if you can't find a way to stop them, I'm going to go out there tonight, Brent. I think, there's a possibility, provided that, the running clock isn't on too long, there might be a 50-burger put up tonight.
If we look at the matchups between Lakota West and the teams from their conference in the past in the playoffs, that wouldn't maybe not be too far out on a limb. So here we go. We're about to have kickoff. Lakota West will receive. Lebanon kicks off. It's going to be a short kickoff caught by one of the up men. Going to take it around the 30. It's actually Drew Minnick, number 10, who also plays cornerback on defense. Advances the ball out to the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Lakota West from their own 37-yard line.
Well, it's obvious Lebanon doesn't have the weapon that Lakota West does. I learned earlier this year that you can't run the ball out of the end zone in high school football. That's something new for me. So that really is a weapon Lakota West has, starting the team out on the 20. And here we are. West is near the 40 to start.
So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. You're going to expect to see a lot from number 7, Mitch Bolden, running and throwing the ball. We're going to see receivers, right? We got Scotty Johnson, 8, on the near side. Got number 14, Brendan Remy. And we'll also see Trent Lloyd. But here's
flat
right out of the backfield. Nice catch and run from the running back. That's a nice gain on first down. That's Giovanni Wilson.
Yes.
He's the 5'9", 158-pound junior.
Yes.
Just came right out of the backfield, got on the edge. Really a long handoff.
Really is. And, I've learned over the year, Lakota West is very good about getting the ball into space and to their receivers and the talent on their team.
Letting them do it.
Yep. Get the ball out quick.
Gain of 8 there, 2nd and 2 from outside the 45-yard line.
Nice
Throws it across the middle. Receiver still on his
Big
feet.
game.
That's Brennan Remy. He's going to come around the outside.
Are they going to get him?
It's going to be close. Here comes a nice block.
Nice block.
What an outstanding
play.
And here's the thing to remember with that block. Gets out there, gets in front of the play, and finishes it off.
And he doesn't get overly aggressive to get a flag, right?
We're going to see that
He just puts himself in the way of the defender and just blocks him, prevents him from getting to the receiver.
Just screened him off.
That's right. Excellent.
So there we go. A nice throw and catch to Brennan Remy, who's been outstanding, leading the conference in receptions yards this year, and also has a host of touchdowns, one more on his list. Tyler Bond, 35, back to kick. As you mentioned earlier, we talked about him being a weapon.
Yep.
Kicks up and through. So that quickly, 55 seconds into the game, Lakota West 7 and Lebanon coming to bat.
That's right. That pass to the outside to set up that 2nd and short gave them the opportunity to put the receivers out a little bit deeper. They basically had a play to burn. And they took advantage of that long pass and beautiful run, yards after catch, right? Yeah. Beautiful blocking. What great teamwork right there.
And it was really nice to see Remy caught the ball probably 15 or 18 yards downfield. Didn't turn it up right away. He saw the open field across the field and looked to make the huge play.
He read the field, read the blockers, and then hit the speed button, and he ran away from a few players as well.
And also, just want to make sure we mention that was number 1, Malik Hartford, with that block. So here's an All-American defensive back, also plays some wide receiver, gets ahead of his teammate and gets him that last 3 or 4 yards into the end zone.
What makes him an All-American, right? Those are the differences that put you to another level of play.
So there's Tyler Bond, the weapon we talked about. That one went about 6 yards deep.
Yeah.
So there was no chance to return it, which means Lebanon's going to have to start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Larry, we've talked about this all year. At high school, starting at your own 20, very small percentage of these plays end up in the end zone.
Well, Brent, you mentioned that starting the ball at your 20, your percentage of touchdowns from that point forward is drastically less than at the 30 or 40.
It's huge.
It's common sense, but it's good to be reminded that extra 10 yards is critical if you can run it out, but you can't run it out.
Well, and the other thing that you happen with this outstanding West defense, if you get a 3 and out, they get that second possession started around midfield. So here we go. Quarterback's going to play action, going to thread out the outside.
Oh, nice coverage.
Great tackle by Hartford, where we more traditionally see him playing from his safety spot. Just stepped right out, hit the receiver for no gain. Wow.
That play didn't have a chance with Malik out there.
Yeah. Play action right there to number 22. From Lebanon was the receiver, and it is going to be no gain. The ball is still at the 20. That's an outstanding.
Jacob Asbick was out there, too. If Malik would have missed him, Asbick probably would have gotten him.
So here we go, 2nd and 10 for Lebanon. Going to try to run the ball here, as we talked about. They've got the running back with over 1,200 yards, add 2 to his total.
Right.
So it's going to be 3rd and long.
Right.
Just where you don't want to be. Here we'll see it again. You're going to see just a straight handoff to the offensive right side. You're going to see a couple different Firebirds there on the tackle. Yeah, there's 97, who was a big player there. That's Gabe Flores. And had a little help from one of his teammates there, but this is what you don't want, right?
Right.
3rd and 9 against Lakota West.
If they want to avoid a running clock, they need to grind the ball on the ground.
And I don't think 3rd and 9 is the great opportunity to advance that first down here on the ground. So here we go. We've got 5 wide. We've got one receiver's going to run. They're just going to try to throw it out. Has an open receiver. Oh, my goodness.
What a great play.
Nice catch by number 22.
Yes.
Really effective play there. They
put it out to the 50.
He held the ball until he found Lucas.
That was a difficult play. The quarterback rolls to the left, throws with his right, and he did a great job of turning his hips to get that proper form, even though it was a little sidearm for him, a little whip action on it, but it was on the money, and it was caught, and it got him a first down.
So 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Huge play for Lebanon. Here we go again. They're going to try to run the ball right up the middle, and he's tackled for maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be pretty close there, but that was just a outstanding play from Lakota West on the defensive side of the ball there. Here's he once again.
Was that Grant Burnt? No.
Yeah, I missed it. Looks like we've got somebody with a different jersey number tonight.
Number 33. On offense, we have Grant Bierman, number 33. I don't know if he's playing both sides, but we've got a split set, veer set.
Going to try to run the ball again to the left side. Nice cut back up the middle. He's going to get a nice gain. Jacob Asbeck, number 11, with the tackle. It's going to make it a 3rd and short.
But that's better than 3rd and long.
Sure is. So we'll see what we have here. So you'll see the running back is going to try to come. He's got a lead blocker there. Yep. Tries to run the ball to the left side. Cuts right at the middle, and Asbeck from the backside is able to tackle him 2 yards short of the first down. So big play here for Lebanon. 3rd and 2 inside Firebird territory at the 44-yard line. Going to run the ball out to the left side again.
Got that first down.
He did. Nice job. He's going to get needed 2, got 3.
Yep.
He's done a nice job. And, again, he's run for 1,200 yards this year. He
knows
how to go north and south, right?
And if West does have a vulnerability this year, in my opinion, I've seen it on the ground. We've seen some teams grind the ball and grind it on the ground and make some real progress and score some points. But they always manage to find a way to stop them at the right time.
That was number 90, Eli Davis, with the tackle, but not before the first down. Here, quarterback back to pass.
There's a good scramble.
He's able to avoid Jacob Asbeck. Yeah, he's going to tuck it. He's going to get some yards.
Yeah.
Steps out of bounds. That was probably a pretty good decision before Hartford came charging up. He's going to gain about 3 on the play. So, yeah, he did a good job. Asbeck came a little bit too narrow, and he was able to get outside him from the outside. Good hustle by 90. Davis kept him from cutting it back inside. And you saw number 1, Hartford, a missile coming up there. Had he tried to stay on the field, he would have taken a hit. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7. Lebanon still moving the ball inside of Lakota West territory. Fake the jet sweep. Going to run the ball. Nothing this time.
That counter didn't have any effect. West has a very very strong record of stopping people at the 20. Right. Once you get into the 20, at the 20, they kind of bow their backs, get a little more aggressive up front because they can afford to with the coverage in the secondary.
Absolutely.
It shortens up, and they start putting their quarterback on the ground.
So Asbeck and Davis, again, involved in that tackle. Or, I'm sorry, and Flores involved in that tackle. Here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Timeout, Lebanon. Looked like they were a little unsure what they wanted to do there. Big play, right? They were converted the last 3rd and long. I mean, at first down here, and you move into scoring position.
Yeah. Look at that beautiful sunset. If you guys can get a shot of that. Those are, FC Cincinnati colors, I think. But it's one of those fall seasons. Football is in the playoffs. The leaves are brilliant. It's my favorite time of year, Brent. And the weather tonight is perfect for a playoff game. And I think we're going to, remember this for a long time for me because this has been a really good season. I know I filled in the middle of this season, but I really enjoy working with you. And this Westchester TV crew is outstanding. I think people should really check into more of what they do.
I understand. You're right. They do a wonderful job here.
And so do you.
For all the school especially, but much more than that. I think that's where some of us only see them on the sporting events. They do a lot more here. So we do have 3rd and 8 for Lebanon. See what they have. We got Braden Everett back to pass. I do see his running back. Throws it across the middle. I think it's going to be intercepted. So there it is. Tipped ball. Threw it toward the tight end, I believe. Ball went up in the air and was intercepted from Lakota West. So
there was a lot more red there than there was white. In my,
we saw Braden Kay, the running back, went out to the right. It looked like he might have been open. 2 receivers for Lebanon.
In the same place.
Yeah, 41 and 3 were both there, and Malik Hartford, number 1, took it away from both of them.
That's really good defense on that tip drill. They're in the right place at the right time. Good coverage. The ball should have never been thrown.
Yeah. So here we go, and it looked like Brandon Kay out of the backfield on that wheel route looked like he might have had a chance to get a first down. Here we go, 1st and 10 Firebirds from their own 36-yard line. Going to run the ball right up the middle.
That's a solid 3-4 yards, right?
Looks like they're going to mark him a little bit short of that, around the 38-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for Lakota West. So see what we have happen here. Obviously Lebanon ran 4 minutes off the clock. Looked like they were going to move it, but or moved it for a while, but did get held up on that interception on 3rd and long. So here we go. See what Lebanon or what
look for
Lakota
a flat pass here. I think seems to
There you go. There you go. Bolden is going to avoid.
Oh man!
But is going to be tackled for a big
look
loss.
Look who that is, number 11.
Back to the 21-yard line, and we talked about number 11 with double-digit sacks
Quentin
on the
Wagers.
Here he goes again.
What's that? 11
and a half.
Great job.
Yeah. So there you go. He's long and really did a nice job closing on the quarterback. That's going to be 3rd and a long way for Lakota West.
Bolin had a receiver open on the hash mark around the 50, but Wagers was in his face too much. And
we'll see it here. I think Mitch is used to getting away from these guys, and Wagers
really good speed.
Yeah, he closed that. He closed down on him very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So here we go, 3rd and 23. Bolden's going to be back to pass. He's going to throw the ball. He's got an open receiver, but his knee is down. So that's Trent Lloyd, number 4, with the catch. Unfortunately, he went a little bit low to catch the ball. Ball didn't quite make it all the way to him. So it's going to be a gain of, about 13 or 14, but it's going to leave them 4th and 8 from in their own territory, and it's going to force a punt. So here you see the pass. He just had to go to one knee. I don't know that he was going to get another 8 yards anyway.
I don't know how many we've seen of this year. There haven't been a whole lot. They always either score or find a way to turn the ball over. I haven't seen a lot of punts this year.
So here we go. The punter back to kick, number
here.
91. Good kick up in the air. We've seen Ben Minnick a lot this year.
Nice.
Not there.
Nice coverage.
Speaking of Minnick, there's Drew Minnick.
Yeah.
The junior defensive back with a tackle. Actually, the return man went backwards from where he caught the ball. We'll see where they mark it. But it looked like he caught it around the 19, was tackled, closer to the 17. So great play by Drew Minnick. Really nice kick from Lakota West there.
The great thing is he controlled his speed to where he timed it just right to where when the guy caught it, the return man had 0 options. He didn't have a lot of choices. Minnick was right on top of him, but he didn't over-pursue, or he did a great job of controlling his speed. Right. Making sure he wasn't going to miss him or get his ankles broken because of a jab step and a quick move otherwise.
So we're going to notice that, and that was, we didn't mention earlier, we've not seen Ben Minnick on the field. We heard he might be out tonight with an injury, and he's the normal punter for Lakota West. So actually we had another punter and a great punt and coverage. Here we go.
Oh.
Quarterback's doing a nice job of avoiding it, but I mean, that was, out of the frying pan into the fire, right? I mean, he was scrambling and trying to avoid people, and there was just a host of Firebirds in there. You saw Asbeck there first, number 11. You see a couple other guys there, 97.
Red at every turn.
Yeah, Flores was involved. So here we go. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Lebanon.
On the 11. This is not good. Being in the shadow of your own goalpost is not a good place to be against West.
Tackled for no gain, tried to run K on the wide side there, and he actually might be hurt. It looked like actually it was 22, not K. It's the one of the other guys, but looked like they kind of land on top of him a little bit. Looks like Roddy Lucas. Roddy made that nice catch that took the ball out near midfield early for Lebanon, but he tackled for no gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 15, still at their own 12-yard line. See what happens here.
He got up and shook it off. He's back. He's still out there.
So Everett back in shotgun formation. You got 5 wide. Actually, they had one of the receivers went in motion.
Man.
Wow.
Oh.
2 Lakota West defenders read it the whole way, Hartford and Drew Minnick, and they both kind of collided as they went for the interception, which would have been 6 points. But after they did make contact with the ball, knocked it down. You'll see that out here on the outside.
6 points if one didn't knock the other one down.
Here we go.
Right? They were both there.
We'll see it. The 2 collided. The receiver number 5 did not get a chance. Lebanon is going to be punting, starting from their own end zone, so not a good thing. And boy, they have a large man punting.
Mm-hmm. He's a big guy.
So, but the nice thing for Lakota West, you're going to see they've got twin safeties returning the punt. Both of them lined up inside the midfield. So here we go.
Oh,
punt almost
blocked
by Hartford.
Nice spinner.
Great kick past midfield.
Yeah.
Going to advance it. Here we go. It's Trent Lloyd going to cut back. He gets the grain.
Trouble.
He's still on his feet.
He's
still
trouble.
going. Nice job
block.
by you know that.
He's in.
By the way, that was Malik Hartford again.
Once again, that's why he's an All-American. Because he knows how to block.
He almost blocked the punt.
Right.
You could see him grab his head because he's like, how did I miss that?
Yeah.
But he got back in the game, got up, made the final block, the shield that allows Trent Lloyd to take it back. Boy, Trent is slippery. So there he is. Malik, the ball might have went behind him the way that worked out. But
it was a solid punt. Really good punt. But
Trent grabs it at his own 47 or 48-yard line, going to take this ball back 50 couple yards. And, we've seen him all year when he receives the ball, how good he is, right? How good he is after the catch. Same thing here, right? He took that. And that's why, we talked earlier on that pass, he put his knee down. And we were talking about how, he probably would have got the first down. I don't know. He might have got the first down that last time.
Well, if Hartford would have blocked that punt, he wouldn't have had his teammates touchdown.
There you go, right?
So
he would have probably got the touchdown in the end zone there if he would have blocked it.
Maybe.
So, so here we go. Lakota West, first touchdown took a minute. Lebanon did a nice job, took 4 minutes, from their perspective. Lakota West had the ball, had to punt. Yep. Lebanon, they turned them pretty quick this time. And now with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first quarter, Tyler Bond and the Lakota West offense are looking to tack on their 14th point. There's the snap, hold, kick.
Good kick.
So with 3:14 to go in the first quarter here from Firebird Field, it is the Lakota West Firebirds 14 and Lebanon 0. We're going to see this one more time. You'll see Hartford, the ball actually went behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He overran the punt block. Here's number 4, Trent Lloyd.
Good thing they didn't throw a flag on that.
Look at that. To the right, to his left, and there he starts running. You'll see here comes one Hartford and just got right. And that's hard. He did that to the punter.
Yeah.
If he came up and hit him, they would have called the blind side, right? The block. He would have just – instead, he just got in the way. The guy turned to try to make a tackle and nowhere to go.
Great. That's great blocking. That's great football IQ.
And that's nice to see from Malik twice now, right? Once for the running back or for the run after catch, and now once on the punt return. So, that was a.
It takes really good judgment to know what is appropriate when, and Malik seems to know exactly what to do, and just when all they need is a step, right?
So he's got 2 touchdowns causing blocks. He's got an interception. Mm-hmm. Nice job. Here we go. Tyler Bond. Maybe 3 or 4 again, right? So, once again, Lebanon will start from their own 20.
Yep.
See what they can make happen here. They've had that one first down, which was on the long pass. So, they've had a little bit of success. And they've actually had a couple receivers open, out there. I don't know. We'll see. But like you mentioned, they forced the ball for the interception. They've relied on that running back a little bit too much. I mean, he's having to make cuts in the backfield, and that's a hard way to earn a living as a running back when there's somebody there. But we'll see him, 23, Braden Kay. On the left side of quarterback Braden Everett, another running back in there for them as well. So 2 backs and 3 receivers wide. Here we go. Quarterback's going to keep it. He was able to bring in the defensive end, 33. Game. So actually it's going to be a nice catch.
Oh. Maybe a hold?
Yeah, I'm guessing that would almost have to be. We see and here he is going to move the flag to spot it. So we're going to have a 1st and 15 or so.
looked like he had his hands on the outside of the defender while he was blocking.
And it was really, it's a nice fake from 17 here to the running back, which allows him to get outside the defensive end from Lakota. Cuts the ball out there. There you go. That's just a long time trying to block on Josh Fussell is who they're blocking. Number 2 for Lakota West. Did a nice job holding his ground.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't really need to grab to him. They would have had an excellent game.
5 or 6 yards anyway, right?
Exactly right. Yeah. Now they're at 1st and 15.
So here we go. The receiver number 3 there, who was called for the hold, a little frustrated, I think, for Lebanon. He's going to be here at the bottom of your screen. 2 backs again in the backfield along with the quarterback. Here we go. They're going to try to run that ball to K to the right side. Yep. Just not much there. He's going to gain maybe 2 or 3. Trying to run the ball into the interior of Lakota West is not a great place to go. Number 90, Eli Davis, was involved there.
Yeah, and they're really good at reading the play, right? They're really good at reading the ball between the exchange between the quarterback and the running back. So there's not a lot of fake in the fake, right? So
96 Kofi Bobby also involved in that tackle. Lining up there over the center for Lakota West. A little bit of a high snap. They're going on the 2nd and long. They're going to try to run the ball to the left side and gained very little again. It's going to be 3rd and more than 10. See where they actually spot it. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 11. So after that tough holding penalty on what would have been a 5 or 6 yard gain, from 1st and 15, they've gained 4 yards in 2 running plays. And now they've got 3rd and long inside their own 20 once again. So, boy, if you're Lebanon, you're like, I got to do something because you sure don't want to punt the ball. They've returned it for a touchdown, or you're giving the ball at midfield even if they just catch the punt.
Yeah, and looking for a screen here or something.
So Everett's back to pass.
Nature.
Good pressure from Davis. We're going to see another hold in the backfield. Quarterback's just going to throw it away out of bounds.
Yeah.
So he's going to get rid of it. We'll see what Lakota West wants to do here. It's 4th and 11, so it's a punt, or it's a hold that would move them back. So they are going to decline it and go ahead and make them punt from their own 19. Lakota West, we've got the twin safeties, Remy and Lloyd back there again. They're going to be somewhere around midfield lining up here.
Lakota scores a lot of points, and for them to be racking points up on special teams too is even more painful to deal with, right? If you're a head coach wanting to slow a team down, you really need to have your special teams ready to cover these punts,
and the thing is, right, so now your options, if you're the punter, you say, well, let's kick it away from Lloyd since he returned it for a touchdown. Are you going to kick it to Remy, who's already had the long touchdown reception, leads the league in receiving?
Yeah,
pick your poison.
Pick your poison is right.
As it is the holiday season.
Yeah.
Here at a Halloween timeline. Punter's going to get it away. It is going to go to Remy. Remy's going to catch it right around midfield. He's going to have yards. He's still on his feet past the 30, the 25.
That's a great gain.
Yeah, it's going to
great return.
So 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line of Lebanon. Well, I tell you, Remy did a nice job, right? He ran forward, caught it, and just went straight up the field.
Well, and the thing is he didn't run up to the ball to catch it and hold to catch it.
We'll see it
here. He caught the ball on the run, which is a, like I said, really good football IQ. He knew he needed to run. He had time to run, and he made it past the defender.
So there we go. We're going to be 1st and 10 for Lakota West from the Lebanon 22. 1:21 to go here in the first quarter. Already up 14-0. See Remy and Lloyd, the punt return duo, are both going to line up on the left side. See Scotty Johnson, number 8, here on the near side. One back in there with Mitch Bolden. Bolden is going to play action. He's going to look, throw it across the middle.
Nice.
Oh, could not pull it in. Good pass. Remy just
hit him in the wrong spot,
yeah,
Brent. He hit him in the wrong spot.
Just couldn't quite pull this one in. You can tell he's a little frustrated with it himself. See it again. You'll see Bolden fakes the run, looks right, looks back to the middle, finds the receiver coming toward the post.
Hit him right on the hands.
And did a really nice job. Let him into the end zone.
Yeah.
So here we go, 2nd and 10 for Lakota West from the 22-yard line. See what they try to do here. We're going to have one back in the backfield along with Bolden. Looks like that's Gonzalez on his left side.
Look for the same play.
Tight end's going to move to the left. Bolden's going to drop back. Must be a screen.
Nice.
Going to throw a screen to the tight end. Nice gain of about 8.
Yeah.
So that was really
like
nice.
3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, that's Luke Gilbert who's the 6'7", 217-pound sophomore.
Number 88.
Yeah, so he's a big man out there. Did a nice job blocking.
Nice.
You see 75 right there. You see a host of Lakota West offensive linemen out there, and we see what we're doing here. Looks like we're a little confused.
Was there a flag?
I'm not sure what we got going on. The officials are looking. The teams are looking. Clock stopped with a minute. Now they're going to – so there's a penalty on Lebanon, but apparently it's a dead ball or a continuing play penalty.
Well, that's first down and goal to go.
So that's going to make it first and goal on the 8. Apologize, missed that flag. Under a minute to go. See if Lakota West gets a chance to punch it in here. Do want to make mention, you'll see number 72, Tony Curtis. We're going to see Alex Hermes. We're going to see Alex Key, Mike Gertz, and Caden Fletcher are the offensive line for Lakota West. We don't always give them all the props they have, but the last couple of times there, Bolden had plenty of time to look out and find receivers.
They're the engine that drives the machine.
Here we go. Good pressure again from number 11. Knocked off. Nice job. We'll see that again. It's going to be a gain of about 3. Clock running under 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Second and goal from the 5. We did see that Wagers with some nice pressure there, but the offensive line picked him up, and Bolden was able to escape for a gain of 3. So it looks like we'll get one more play off this quarter. Second and goal from the 5. Gonzalez in the backfield with Bolden. A relatively tight formation, although 4 receivers, 2 split ends, and 2 slots on that. We're going to try to throw the ball. Just nothing there. Really good pressure right away from as the quarter expires. So after one quarter here from Firebirds Stadium, it is Lakota West 14 and Lebanon 0.
Don't be Randy. Get the fob out.
All right, we're back here for the action between Lakota West and Lebanon. First round playoff matchup. 14-0 after one period. Larry, what have you seen? What did you expect?
The special teams play for Lakota West has been outstanding. The kickoffs, putting them deep, keeping them inside or inside the 20, and then the punt returns, of course. You had a touchdown. You had one go for about 25 yards, and that's led them to being third and goal to go.
So here we go, 3rd and goal from the 5. Bolden back to pass. Looks right, throws left.
Oh.
Threw it behind Luke Gilbert a bit. As we just mentioned him earlier, the 6'7" sophomore tight end. So Lakota West, what do you do here? You're 4th and 5, or 4th and goal from the 5. I think he kicked the field goal, right?
You bring your special teams unit out and let them get the 3 points for you.
So it's been kind of interesting. You wonder, is Lakota West trying to show something a little different for the playoffs? They targeted the tight end twice.
Right.
Here in the last 5 or 6 plays. We haven't seen a lot of that this year. Here we go, Tyler Bond. Lining up to attempt a 22-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick.
There it is.
Right down the middle. So with 11:52 to go here in the second quarter, Lakota West 17 and Lebanon 0. Larry, what is Lebanon's got to do something, right?
Basically one quarter, and here we are at 17-0. Lebanon really needs to focus on making yards on the ground, burning the clock, and keeping the Lakota offense off the field. That's really their only chance, and you can say that really about any team that I've seen this year or have heard about.
So here we go. Tyler Bond kicking the other direction this time. See if that changed anything. His kicks from left to right on our TV screen. We're all easily into the end zone. Here we go, kicking from right to left. I suspect, with the flag not moving at all, that
it'll be in the end zone.
Yeah, probably won't have much difference. Here we go. He's going to kick it a little bit higher than some of his other ones. It is going to be right at the goal line.
Good.
They're going to allow him to bring it out. I don't know that was a very good idea, but hey, no. I'm not sure where he's actually out of bounds.
At about the 30 or
Nope.
27.
Looks like they're gonna mark him at the 21.
Oh,
so,
really? Okay, he stepped out.
Yeah, all of that, and it looks like he. Good effort here on the outside. That's once again same guy we've seen earlier. Made the nice catch, but they had already marked him out of bounds.
He really needs to hold the ball on the other hand there if he's running it. That's a bad spot for the ball.
Yeah, we'll see where they end up actually spotting this one. So, you're Lebanon. I mean, is there anything you can do different? What are you going to do here?
Well, again, they had the one big play, the one big pass play, but you have to set that up with some, getting the linebackers to creep up with some running game. So they can do that. They can continue to do that, but they just have to be more successful at it, and that comes down to execution, right? So
it looks like we're going to still have similar formation, 2 backs in the backfield, 3 receivers out, and 5 on the line. Everett shotgun. Going to run the ball right up the middle with Kay.
Yep.
Braden Kay runs the ball, gain of 2 or 3. So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 or 8. Nice play again from Lakota West. They're just they're pretty stout there in the middle of the defense this time. The only nice runs they were able to accomplish so far for Kay, where he tried to go out, looked like he was trying to go wide left, and then cut it back up the middle and was able to get 4 or 5 yards a couple times. But when you just run it straight where you're thinking, they've not been very effective, which tells me their offensive line is really challenged to move the defense of Lakota West.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit of option with the split 2-back set there, kind of a veer.
So here's Kay trying to run it straight up the middle.
Yep.
I see Asbeck's second player. We're going to have 97 Flores was first, 11 Asbeck second, and no gain on the play, maybe even a half a yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for Lebanon inside their own 25-yard line. So here we go. They're going to have to try to figure something out here. Look out. I mean, the last couple of times he's been running for his life. He did have the one successful completion out there, but see if the number 22, Roddy Lucas, did make the one nice catch for them. He's going to be out on the top of the screen. Looks like Lebanon's a little confused on the play clock. They're under 10 and not exactly sure. They're going to hustle the line of scrimmage on 3rd and long. Everett back to pass. We're going to see that number, Lucas. Oh, cut it. Oh, there's going to be a hold. Yeah.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, successful. Probably was a first down. He's going to complete it to number 22, Roddy Lucas, for what would have been the first down. But there was an obvious hold.
Yeah, there was clearly holding.
Yeah. Saw a lot of flags on the field there. So that's going to wipe away that first down. It's going to move them back even further inside their 15-yard line.
If you take a look at the size of that Lebanon offensive line,
you're going to see it right here.
Yep.
So there you go. Still holding on 97 Flores' jersey. Not much you can do but throw the flag there as the official when.
Those linemen are really good-sized linemen. And Lakota West is just really, they're doing a great job of overcoming their size, right, with speed and quickness and maybe a little more strength.
Sure looks like it here. 10:06 to go in the second quarter. 3rd and long now. They're going to be inside their 10-yard line as the holding was behind the line of scrimmage in a spot. Flag, so looks like the ball's around the 8-yard line. Play clock running down. Everett back to pass. He's throwing from his own end zone. He's going to scramble. He's going to scramble right. He's going to try to run the ball. Oh boy. He was running right, tried to cut it back toward the middle of the field, and that was not the best decision.
No, that was an angry hit. That was an angry hit.
I think
number 44.
44 and number 5, Michael Brandcamp, were both. So the 2 guys on the inside from a linebacker were second. Micah Markley, 44, and Mike Brandcamp. Were both involved in this tackle here. There it is. So, wow, that was, he didn't gain many yards, and he took a beating. I think he gained 2 on the play. So it'll be 4th down and 22 to go from their own 10-yard line. Once again, their punter is back in his own end zone trying to kick this out. So had one almost blocked, punt return for a touchdown, another one returned more than 20 yards. End-over-end kick here. See if he can come up.
Good
Remy does
return.
another great job.
Great return.
He's going to try to cut it outside.
Nice block.
Nice job by Lloyd.
There's an even better block.
Another touchdown.
Special teams touchdown.
So there's a lot to unpack on that return.
Oh, yes, there is.
There was a lot of guys did a lot of cool things that you may not notice right away.
Once again, he caught the ball on the run.
And that's Brendan Remy, number 14 again.
Right. Remy caught the ball on the run. Broke 2, maybe 3 tackles. And
waited for a blocker.
Yep.
You'll see number 4, Trent Lloyd, his return guy back there, cuts just enough to get in front of 10, and once he went on the outside, Remy was good there. Bobbled the ball a little bit as he went into the end zone. But what a great job from Lakota West. Boy, special teams again.
These are not even the offensive touchdowns we're talking about. This is new to us, right? We haven't seen the special teams, particularly the punt team, perform this well. So maybe this is the difference in the conferences. Maybe, the GMC conference has a little bit better special teams preparation.
And there's Tyler Bond with the bomb on the extra point way through.
Yep.
So 8:46 to go. Lakota West 24, Lebanon 0. We're going to see it again. This is the second different return man who's returned one for a touchdown. Right? So there he is. What he did, he ran right up the middle, lined up the defense, and then cut to the outside. See it there. We're going to see another. Malik Hartford, another block at the end there. I think in this case, I think Remy was going to take it in the end zone anyway. But it's nice to see these guys trying to make plays because they know they have playmakers.
And you know what?
They're making blocks all over the field because you never know.
This is really important for the team's success, to be confident in the right areas, and special teams going in that run into the playoffs will make a huge difference.
So the key to it also is, of course, on special teams, right? 2 of your lead receivers, the guy going into the season, we thought Lloyd would be the top receiver. It was nicked up a couple of different games with injury. Still does a great job when he gets the ball in his hands. And then Remy, who's really, I just noticed, was listed as the breakout player of the year for Lakota West. There's the kickoff through the end zone again.
Yeah, I'm surprised that one's not. So with the burgers at the concession stand there, that was a great kickoff.
So the fact is, you've got those receivers who have been great all year with the ball in their hands after the catch.
Right.
Are the punt return man.
Yeah.
They both brought those. You get pressure on the punter. That time the punter, kicked an end over end. And here's the key: how many times do you see it where the return guy doesn't catch that punt on the fly, and that ball, poor kick bounces another 20 yards, and you're like, ugh. They're not allowing that. Brendan Remy the last 2 times. Trent Lloyd the first time, they're not allowing that ball to hit the ground. And
there hasn't been anything wrong with these punts. It's not like they're short or, they're good punts. It's just that the punting team, the tackling team needs to get to the tackle sooner.
So here we go. Everett in the backfield, shotgun, 5 wide for Lebanon. They're just out to fire it. Wow. Thank goodness that the receiver was low because Hartford was coming like a missile. And, would have hit him square in the middle of the back, but he bent over, so he just knocked him down instead of destroying him, which he probably would have.
Well, Hartford, the corners for Lakota West are just too fast.
And
to
then
be
that's the
getting
safety.
Away with that. Oh, yeah, okay. It was that far outside. I thought it was a corner there, but thank you for mentioning that. So even at the safeties, they're too dang fast to do something like that.
So here you go. Quarterback's going to try to run the ball. Everett, a little bit of a gain.
Yeah.
2nd and 9, converted now, probably 3rd and 7. Maybe 3rd and they may get him up there. It might be 3rd and 6. So it's going to be a tough play here. 7:58 to go for Lebanon. The one thing I do want to mention about the punts. So we've had 3 great punt returns. Let's give the coaching staff for Lakota West some credit.
Oh, absolutely.
They've caught all 3 punts on the fly. They have twin safeties. Right. There's a lot more balls you can catch when you have 2 guys back instead of just 1. Right. Maybe that, I don't know. Yeah. Would you one guy been able to catch all 3 of those?
And
Probably
my question
not.
is, have they had the same punt returners all year, or have they been reserving them for health and safety reasons, right? Because being a punt returner can be very hard on a player.
So here the quarterback just fakes the jet sweep and tries to run up the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to be punting from inside their 25 once again.
Yeah. It's not a good situation to be in.
Well, I wonder, and just from a scheme perspective, the reason you don't usually have two guys back on the punt return is because it takes one guy away from rushing the punt.
Right.
When you do this, you're like, maybe it's because you see a punter who sprays the ball a little bit, so you're sitting here thinking about that. But I think the three punts, they've caught the ball. They've all had it on the run.
Right.
I'm not positive if you had one guy back there, he would have been able to get to all three.
Right.
So we'll give some kudos to the special teams coaching
Absolutely.
from Lakota West. It's been hugely impactful so far. Here we go again. Punter's going to kick the ball.
This one's on the ground.
Yeah, he kicked her pretty short this time. And it's probably one of those things.
About
They're
a 30-yard punt.
I know we're not going to punt it to where they can return it.
Right.
So he tried to cut it up to the left sideline, and the ball is going to go out of bounds in their own territory. So it looks like they're going to spot it at their Lebanon 47-yard line, 1st and 10, Lakota West. Up 24-0 already. And as you talked about scoring, and we know with the running clock thing, scores don't always get there, but we're a touchdown away from being in over 30 points. Now, it's still the first half. So well on their way to that 50 points you talked about.
Yeah, 50 burger.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. Lakota West
That's
back.
a real term. I looked it up.
So Lakota West, 1st and 10. Mitch Bolden back in the shotgun. He's got the one back with him. Looked like number 11 Wager's got a great jump on the snap.
Good
but
block,
I guess it was
though.
good.
He held his block.
Oh,
nice move.
I'm not sure where he's going to go with it, but it's a first down on the catch.
Yep.
We saw him go a lot of different directions. That was number 26, Giovanni Wilson, who we see out of the backfield a lot.
Let's see what he's thinking.
Yeah, so here you go, right? He makes the catch. He's going to go right. Nope, now I'm going to – he made guys miss.
Yeah.
But there was just too many whites around it. And, white jerseys. So he was able to advance that ball for 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Lloyd in motion.
I see a possible weakness off the right tackle there. It should run one off tackle.
So there we go. That was another throw and catch to Brennan Remy. Looks like they're going to mark it a gain of about 8.
Another
we'll see that
play.
there. Bolden looks right. Then it's going to go back to his favorite receiver this year, Remy, on the left sideline. Same thing. He actually tried to avoid the tackle and maybe lost a yard or two, or at least broke even.
Yeah, in a offensive scheme, you want to look for the bubble on the defensive line, and what I mean by bubble is where it's set back, and it's they're giving some space off the line, and it looked like on that previous play there was a good 6 yards off right tackle. So
3rd and 3 for Lakota West with 5:25 to go here in the first half. Throw from Bolden looked like he was throwing it for Lloyd in the middle. Either a little miscommunication, but the ball was well along of where the receiver was at the time. Here we go. We'll see what Mitch Bolden. One thing we haven't seen is Mitch Bolden run the ball, which we've seen a lot this year so far. So we'll see what we get here. Back in shotgun, one back with him. He's going to hand the ball off. Nice
move. He stuck his foot in the ground and ran right into the linebacker.
So it's going to be close. I think we're 4th and 1.
Close, yeah.
Looks like the guy spotting it has the fist up.
I'd say you put your kicker out there again. Give him some time out there.
With a running quarterback like Mitch Bolden, 4th and less than a yard, they're going to go right to the line of scrimmage here.
Yeah.
We're going to see Bolden actually under center. We don't see too often, but he's a pretty 6'2", 190-pound senior. So certainly is a power running back in his own right. See what he does. He just follows his running back. Yeah, if you notice that, he moved his running back over to the right side, and that was Trent Lloyd in the backfield, right? And he just followed him right through the hole off right guard.
I also noticed that
for the first down.
Bolden's knee is very, very close to the ground in that situation.
When he gets under center?
Yeah, and you need to be very careful that, as the snap comes to you, you don't actually go down. He did a good job, right? He elevated quickly, but you run the risk if it's a marginal snap, right? You run the risk of putting that knee down, and then the play's over.
So 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for Lakota West. But, he's not under center too often, right?
That's what I mean.
It does look a little awkward.
It's easy to do if you're not under center often.
Remy's open in the end zone. Oh, boy. You would have thought interference might be called. The defender hits.
Basically punched him right in the chest, didn't he?
I mean, I have no idea, other than it's 24-0 in the first half, how you don't call this. Look at this.
Let's see.
Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball's not even close to being there.
And he wasn't even looking back.
Yeah. A great defensive play, right?
Yeah.
Broke up the pass.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Nothing called. So here we go again.
One of those bang plays. It's easy for us to see it on the replay, but out there on the field, it might be a little harder than
Bolden back to pass, tries to throw the out pattern.
That was a good pass.
Yeah,
it was a good pass.
And good coverage as well there. Yeah. That was Scotty Johnson, number 8, but good coverage coming inside out from Lebanon. Look like number 13 from that perspective over there.
Yeah.
That's
once again trying to get the ball out in space, right?
That's Jack Cecil, a senior. So here we go again, 3rd and 10. See what Lakota West does here. See if they try to rely at all on that offensive line. 72 Tony Curtis, 65 Alex Hermes, 75 Alex Key, 58 Mike Gertz, and 52 Caden Fletcher. Bolden back to pass. Going to see the receiver cuts open. Nice. Could not hold it. No. Had a couple receivers broke free there late. Tried to get that ball to number 26, Giovanni Wilson. Looked like the pattern might be a little off because there was two.
Number 45 was wide open.
Yeah, a couple receivers both cut open there at the same area.
Was that the running back that came out of the backfield?
So Tyler Bond is going to. I didn't see where he lined up that time, but here's
another one.
No, it's actually he lined up wide.
Here we go. Number 4.
Yeah,
number 4 was wide open.
So here we go. We've got 35. Tyler Bond is going to attempt a field goal here. Looks like they're going to mark it around 36 yards. Going to kick the ball
good.
right through the uprights once again.
I like to see those high school kickers because they're so hard to find. High school kickers that can kick those long 45-yarders, and I think this young man can.
And I do want to mention, because it's not all about the kicker, although Tyler Bond has done a great job out there. We've got number 58, Mike Gertz, is the short snapper right for the kicks like that. And Aaron Peters, number 6, is the holder. So give them credit as well.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you mentioned that because that is a team within a team, right? They work together a lot to get the timing down and perfect the timing on a field goal.
Well, and we saw that early this year if you're a Bengal fan.
Yeah.
Right? When they had, in that first, the game, when they had the long snapper or the short snapper for non-punts out, he was.
So correct me if my math is wrong. We have 27 points there, and 20 of those points are from special teams.
They are. 2 field goals and 2 punt returns. Yep. So great start to the game.
It's hard to defend that.
It is. Right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Tyler Bond kicking from the 40 again, and is going to have another kick through the end zone. Yep. So to be clear, the only kickoff that hasn't gone in the end zone was caught right at the goal line and advanced all the way out to the 21-yard line.
21 yards.
Because it was a high kick to the goal line.
It was a hard-fought 1 yard.
So you mentioned it earlier. What a weapon, right? I mean, Lebanon just continues to start with the ball at their own 20-yard line.
You're in the shadow of your own goalpost, right? There's a red zone, right? That's the red zone
for the other team.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're starting for the other team's red zone.
Well, and as scary as the punting has been for them based upon the returns, you're already like, oh, great.
Maybe on offense that should be called the danger zone, right?
Is that in light of the fact that we had Maverick 2 this year, Top Gun 2, right? Danger zone.
Top Gun 2. Yeah.
So here we go back. Quarterback Everett back. He's going to hand the ball right up. No, he's going to keep it. Going to try to run, and he does.
Nice play.
He's
got a good game here.
Yeah, he's avoided a couple guys. Really nice job. Everett fights the ball past midfield.
Yeah.
That was a really nice run.
Running the ball.
So I, like everybody, it looks like the Lakota West team, faked the ball to Kay, who's had a lot of runs this year. He was able to avoid a tackle there, avoid another tackle from Drew Minnick. You can see Brandcamp trying to chase him down there, and it was tackled by number 3, Tabron Benny Powell with the tackle, but not until he gained over 32 yards on the gain.
Is this still the starting 11 on defense for Lakota?
It sure is. Yeah. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Lakota West 48-yard line. Everett's going to go back to pass now.
And he's
Oh, boy.
That'll be grounding.
So we'll see how they want to call this. It's definitely.
They call it a fumble?
They haven't called it anything. So we'll see what.
They called him down?
Yeah, okay. Obviously, as he was being sacked, he tried to throw the ball away. Clearly, it's either they're going to say his knee was down. So he's down as a sack. But as you said, it was either a sack or intentional grounding.
Well, I would be willing to bet that great TV crew that we have and the camera crew have a picture of this, and we'll see.
So here, great pressure right up the middle there. We see
speed,
96.
good closing speed.
That's Kofi Bobby right there. 96 was just
a grounding.
Ran him down. Yeah, but
hey,
basically it's what it should have been. He should have been sacked right there.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to take the ball. They're going to let the clock run a little bit. It's down to just about 2 minutes here. They got it just 2 seconds on the play clock.
20-yard loss was plenty of penalty for them. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. So here we go. He's going to roll out, throw the ball.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Hartford did.
Oh my goodness, did he get it?
No, out of bounds.
It was almost.
Yeah, it was almost. He did a great job. Reached out with one hand, tried to pull it in as he looked at the his feet on the sideline. Yeah, Lakota, you don't really want to throw the ball up for grabs around Lakota West.
Three things happen when you throw against Lakota. One, you get it complete.
So
Two, it's incomplete. Or three, it's intercepted.
Yeah, so you could tell he tried to pull it in and keep his feet in, and he ended up dropping it there anyway, but he was out of bounds. That was the challenge. So now, 2:02, you've stopped the clock with 3rd and 30. So, you were so excited. You got the ball out past midfield for the first time, and now you're sitting here 3rd and 30 and barely get the play off once again. Here comes a blitz up the middle. Oh, boy, that ball's just straight up in the air. See,
nice defense.
Yeah, there was a couple defenders there. It looked like number 2, Josh Fussell, and number 3, Tabron Benny Powell were both back there for Lakota West.
Yep.
That ball was just thrown up
down.
He
didn't try and get greedy and try and get an interception and tip it to where the offense could.
We'll see this. You're going to see this blitz come all the way through there. That's Markley, I believe. Micah Markley. Throws the ball way high, and actually
he gave him a chance, a 50-50 ball, right? I mean.
Different.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it was a 33%.
So see what's happening here. We have a different punter for Lebanon this time. Okay. So we have number 9, Adam Sherrick, is punting the ball. So we'll see what he does a little different. Still the twin safeties.
There was motion on
a
the
little
line.
bit of
It's
motion.
a little illegal procedure.
We're going to make that 4th and 35 with 1:53 to go. They're going to be punting from their own 28-yard line now. So all those yards they gained.
Wow.
Lakota West is going to have a chance to get the ball in good field position again.
And 35.
And a chance to get over 30 before halftime.
I'll be surprised if he gets it to the down marker.
So here we go. We'll see what happens here,
The punt to the down marker. That would be a good punt.
And we'll see the return men for Lakota West are just 2 or 3 yards past that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the down marker.
Yeah. Oh.
They're like 8 yards in front of it.
You're right. They're at the first down.
First down marker.
Oh, the punt is blocked. Going to see who can get it. Ball's still loose. You
got it.
It's not picked up yet. He's going to safety or touchdown. See who lands on it. Looks like Lebanon's going to land on it, so it's a safety.
Oh, safety?
So the positive for Lebanon is it's only 2 points. But remember what happens after a safety. They have to kick or punt the ball to Lakota West from their own 20.
Right.
So
but it keeps it under the running clock. So are we going to make it
it's still the first
full half without a running clock?
Well, you can't have the running clock in the first half. So they wouldn't do it anyway. But, actually, that was a nice job. Is that Malik Hartford again?
Yep.
Pushed the blocker. I think actually the blocker might have blocked. That was a nice heads-up play by Malik. If you saw that, he tried to move it forward away from the guy from falling on it and gave more chances.
Can you bat the ball forward? It looked like he took a bat at it, but that's all right.
So here we go.
Took a swing at it.
So see what happens here. We got, So 29 for Lakota West, nothing for Lebanon with 1:25 to go here in the first half.
Well, that just might have saved them 5 points.
Except they're punting from their or kicking from their 20, and Lakota West still has 1:25 to go, and still has
only 1:25.
And 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
and if you kick from your 20, right, they're probably, remember how short the opening kick was for Lebanon. So they're probably, your return guys are probably going to start about their own 30 with a running start.
But they have an opportunity to save those 5 points.
You're right.
Yeah.
They certainly would have got 5 more points had they landed on it, had Lakota West jumped on it. And it looks like they are going to punt. So the original punter is back in there, which it's a free kick, so you have that option. He's going to punt from his own 20. No rush this time, so you would think he'll probably have a chance to get that ball, to the 40-yard line or so. It looks like that's where Lakota West is going to try to line up. Actually, the punter is offsides. They didn't call it. Free kick is going to go.
They're at around the 25, 27, right?
Now, what's funny to me, if I don't know if we'll see the replay, you kick from the 20-yard line. He steps past the 20 to kick it. But again, 29-0, first half. I don't think right. You can see his foot is. Yeah. Or is this one of those? Your entire body has to be past the 20. So if his backside was still on the line, he's okay.
We need a Dean Blandino, right?
So here we go. Ball went out of bounds off the free kick at the Lakota West. Looks like 27-yard line. Officials are trying to talk through this. I think the question they're bringing up is on a free kick. If you kick the ball out of bounds, isn't that just like a kickoff? So there you go. There's the penalty. So that's right. So it's an illegal procedure. And what happened? If you think about a kickoff, you can't kick it out of bounds.
I think
so they had to think about it.
They may be calling the punter offsides.
Oh, I think it's that the
ball went out of bounds.
The ball went out of bounds. Yeah. So it's like a kickoff. You're not allowed to do that.
So the penalty is basically the same.
So we'll see. Yeah.
Right.
You would think. I think you may. Now they're trying to figure out what do you want to do. Obviously, if you're Lakota West, 125 to go, 3 timeouts, kick it again. Kick it from his own 15.
Yeah, take the penalty and have him kick it again.
So the option you have, right, is you can just advance the ball 5 yards, take the penalty at the end of the return. So that's one of those, I guess, if you're Lakota West, you said, well, we'll just take the ball, save a little time, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So here we go. Lakota West, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 1:25 to go in the first half. Mitch Bolden back in shotgun with one running back with him. Fakes the handoff to Gonzalez. Bolden is going to run the ball. I think that's the first time today he's actually run the ball. Not sure it was a design run. Didn't see a lot there.
No, just to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, he's going to gain about 4 yards.
He was making a smart decision and keeping the ball safe.
So it looks like they're going to give him gain of 3 out of bounds, still 1:19 to go. 2nd and 7. Not sure if he just didn't see anything happening there, so he thought, let's keep the clock stopped and get to second down.
He's now wide open. Why take the chance, right?
There we go.
There's
Trent
first
Lloyd.
Down, out of bounds.
Trent Lloyd
nice.
right at the marker, I believe. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Only used another 5 seconds.
This is nice. This is really good for Lakota West from a future aspect, right? Getting these guys in that 2-minute drill. The special teams getting out there, getting their reps. It's a really good opportunity for them, and it's going to strengthen the team overall going deeper into the playoffs.
Wow, number 11.
Oh, nice.
So
that was a really good blitz.
The sack is actually going to come up the middle, but I'll tell you, number 11 off the outside, and I want to see it. It looked like he went a little early. Look at the guy on the top. He doesn't make the play. Couldn't really tell it there, but he came out of nowhere. And 36 up the middle. So I think 11 is going to get the sack again, his second sack of the first half, his 12th or so on the season. But it was the pressure right up the middle combined with that put him in a bad position here. It's going to be 2nd and 17 for Lakota West. They did use their first timeout with 1:07 to go after that sack.
He really came off the line really well.
You see Coach
made the turn quickly.
Coach Bolden there kind of shaking his head. He was not real happy with that. It looked like just a speed rush out on the outside is who ended up getting him, although the pressure up the middle, I didn't quite catch how that happened. If it was, they do a lot of stunning.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering.
The way to beat that is just a deeper, quicker back step on that blocking end, right? There's no way that you can totally prevent someone with that kind of speed, but you can slow them down enough to give your quarterback a chance.
So here we go. Bolden in the backfield. 2nd and 17, 1:07 to go in the first half, up 29-0. The other thing you do when they're pressuring like that is you run the screen.
Yep.
So it's going to be a nice game. They're going to get just past the line of scrimmage, so it's going to still be 3rd and 9 for Lakota West. Clock stopped with 1 minute to go. Unfortunately for Gonzalez there, he stumbled a little bit after he
Yep.
caught the ball, or he might have been able to get a few more yards here.
Well, it's nice to have a hot route.
So there you go. He just shoves
Yep.
the blocker pass, and there he kind of stumbles and then gets tripped up a bit, which put him in a position where he just had to get out of bounds. Didn't really get his body underneath him and allow him to maybe make a cut or anything there. Minute to go here. See what Lakota West does. 3rd and 10. Bolden back to pass. Really good pressure, or really good protection.
They handled the stunt there really well.
Yeah, now look at this. Once again, 11.
Oh, he got him.
He does, and he's going to be for a loss.
And that's going to be
Yeah.
another sack. That's 3 this
It
game.
is. I tell you.
And honestly, Lakota West offense hasn't been on the field that much.
Yeah, it was pretty good
So-
protection. Bolden steps up, and then as he comes this way, so in fairness to the offensive line, you have no idea
Right.
where the quarterback's going at that point.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, he didn't quite, but he tripped him up. I mean,
he
I
gave
think-
him enough to.
I think Mitch thought he was going to get around him.
Yep.
I think Mitch thought he was going to get upfield and convert this into something better than 4th and 11.
Yeah. And I think he was probably contemplating pass, which is why he got off balance a little bit. If you notice the ball comes up in the air a little bit.
We saw Mitch set his helmet down a little bit aggressively there. Obviously disappointed and
No quarterback likes getting sacked.
yeah, and like I said, I knowing Mitch and his competitiveness, I'm sure he thought he should have been able to beat that guy
Yep.
and get around the corner and had a gain and put him in a position where either he gets the first down or he has a chance to have a 4th and makeable.
Yeah.
There's the snap back. Punt, good high punt again. See if it where it goes out of bounds. Good solid punt from Lakota West.
But that Quentin Wagers has really shown some real talent on the field. But
That looks like Joe Marquardt has been the punter today. He's had a
Yeah.
couple nice punts, actually.
Yep.
That one did go out of bounds, but went out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Lebanon from their own 33. 40 seconds to go. They still have 2 timeouts left. So, and Lakota West only has 1. But they really, they've had 2 big plays, right? Most of their yards have come from 2 plays. The
Yep.
scramble pass that was caught for 25 or 30 yards, and the quarterback keep that he win for 32 yards. Other
Right.
than that, there's not been much
But-
positive on the offensive side.
the positive thing that I see this game is they haven't had any penalties.
And so they
They've
just run.
clean game for West.
So there you go. They're going to run the ball straight up the middle, gain about 8.
Yep.
Once again, that's Braden Kay. It's going to be 2nd and 2, but that's one of his longer runs of the game, 8 yards against a prevent defense, right? I mean,
Right.
they're they're worried about the long pass.
Right.
Weren't worried about somebody running the ball up the middle. Looks like Lebanon did take a timeout since they did get some yards there. They're outside the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2 from their own 41. See what they try to do here with 32 seconds remaining, still down 29 points. And just remember, right, they did get that advantage where they got the safety, and Lakota West did not
Right.
score off the
Right.
free kick. So they did stay under 30 points
Yeah.
because of that. Now, that's where it's like, boy, when they've thrown the ball, it's been more often than not that there have been red jerseys
Yes.
and red in the hands of players with red jerseys more often than the Lebanon players.
Yeah, earlier I talked about the 3 things that happen when you pass. You can say that about any team, but the reason I mentioned it is because your percentage of
offsides.
possible interceptions
Offsides there.
are a lot higher against West.
Yeah, so that's
Go
gonna
to
be-
West. Those defensive backcourt, they're all very good athletes, fast. They close quickly, and they know how to get through the ball.
So that's a hard. We'll assume it's a hard count. Drew Lakota West offsides, 5-yard penalty, makes it a 1st down, and moves the ball outside the 45 to the 46-yard line of Lebanon. Still 32 seconds. Nothing better than that, right? Gain 5
Right.
yards and no clock running.
Right.
Because boy, it sure would be great to try to score, but I'd be careful.
You have to be careful.
I'd
You're
be
right.
careful.
You're right. It's one interception away from a pick 6, and they have the ability
So
to do that.
quarterback fakes. He's going to try to
Yeah.
keep it. He's going to try to run outside, pulled down from behind by Michael Brandkamp. Gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be. It looks like Lebanon is going to let the clock run down. They may try. Now they're past midfield. Looks like they are going to take a timeout with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that at 20 then?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to try. I mean, I guess we could sit here and talk about, don't throw the ball against Lakota West. It's dangerous. Well, but you've got to get the ball in the end zone. You've got 15
You can
seconds.
manage your risk with 15 seconds.
You're also not going to – I mean, you're not likely to run the ball into the end zone from here. Your chance is getting the ball in the air and getting somebody in the open field with the ball.
And the nice thing is with 15 seconds, you don't have to get it all at once. You send someone deep, maybe 20, 30 yard, put it at the sideline, give them a chance to get the ball and get out of bounds, and then try a shot at the end zone. But
now, looking at the scoreboard, it looks like Lakota West used their last timeout. I'm not sure that I wasn't tracking timeouts so far, so I'm not sure that was exactly correct. That seems like that would have been a weird decision.
Yeah. Was there maybe an injury?
Not sure here. We're going to go back, but they are going to throw the ball. It looks like he's going to fake the ball out. He's going to try to.
Oh, he should have.
He's scrambling. Oh, he did the old pump fake and was able to get the ball out of bounds with 6 seconds to go. First down, and they're going to be at the 38-yard line of Lakota West.
Here you can take a shot at the end zone, right?
Right. Nice job by the quarterback here.
Yeah.
So Braden Everett, he looks left, doesn't throw it, looks deep. Some good protection. Lakota West was only rushing 3. Did a nice job of getting number 44, Markley, there to miss him on the pump fake. So here we go. Lebanon's going to take a shot, I would assume, at the end zone with 6 seconds.
Oh, he called another timeout.
Yeah. Now, so Lakota
Coach
West.
Bolden is he's really not happy.
Yeah. So Lakota West obviously didn't use that other timeout, which made no sense because they on the board had none left, but they just used their final one here.
Yep. Now he's got to tell them what to do to keep them from getting the ball in the end zone. Whereas when he was on the other side of the 50, he didn't have that concern.
So we'll see. It looks like Mitch Bolden going in there on defense. We're going to see some guy. Obviously they're going to be – the defense is going to be spread out very deep here. The only play of anything successful for Lebanon is going to take in the end zone.
Right.
With 6 seconds, at the way their offense, the likelihood of them – completing a ball for less, and getting out of bounds, or even a first down is
but
pretty
it's
small.
Much greater now than when it was at the 50.
But I'm saying I think they're going to try to throw deep.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to try to get another 10 yards. They're out of timeouts. It's 38 yards. The quarterback, looks like he's a relatively big and
all
athletic
he has to
young
do
man.
is get it to the goal line.
So here we go. Same formation we've seen a lot. When they haven't gone with 2 backs, the one back just Braden Kay next to him. Looks like he's just
3 deep.
So they're gonna throw the ball. They're gonna complete it.
Yep. That was a good play.
Yeah, you're gonna gain 12. I tell you, the only thing about that, right? Their offensive stats have gonna gain a little bit there. Yep. So here we are from Lakota West Firebird, round 1 of the playoffs. At halftime, Lakota West 29 and Lebanon 0. Welcome back to tonight's matchup between Lakota West and Lebanon. First round of the playoffs. Larry, the first half, 29-0, Lakota West leads, is probably a score we expected, but the way they got about it, not so much.
Totally a surprise. If you take a look at the total net yards for Lakota West is 112, and Lebanon has 92. So you would think this is a 10-7 game or a 14-17 game, but no, it is 29-0 with 20 points on special teams.
Yeah, right. I mean, 2 field goals and 2 punt returns.
Yeah. Very impressive special teams performance tonight for Lakota West.
So here we go. Tyler Bond will be back to kick, and as we were laughing about 4 kickoffs, averaging just over 59 yards because he's had 3 into the end zone and 1 to the 1 yard line. This one is going to be to the 3. Lebanon's going to bring it from left to right. Going to advance the ball out past the 20-yard line. See where he actually stepped out of bounds. And, boy, as we've mentioned probably every game, we're going to see here, they're going to start with the ball around their 20-yard line. And, that's a hard road to go.
Right.
There's the tackle from Jacob Asbeck, number 11. Looks like they're going to start the ball at maybe the 22-yard line, which
2 yards outside of the danger zone.
There you go. So it will be 1st and 10 for Lebanon. Larry, Lebanon, 92 yards, a couple big plays accounted for a lot of that. What do you do here? How do you try to get back in this game? I don't know that it's even possible, but you got to try, right? There's 24 minutes on the game.
Yes, any success that we've seen from Lebanon has been on the ground.
So there you go. Nice gain up the first one. It's a fake to Braden Kay up the middle, who's their leading rusher, over 1,200 yards on the season. Quarterback Braden keeps the ball and runs it around the outside. That's Braden Everett. Runs it on the outside for about 7 yards. So good start there. Second and 3.
That was a nice read play there. Lebanon has had some good pass attack, a few completions, some with it for a good gain, but they've also thrown an interception. So it's really dangerous to throw against Lakota
Looks like
West.
the same play again. Everett's going to run around the left side again. Another
gain.
nice gain. So he actually had a pretty big gain, a 32-yard run in the first half.
Yeah.
Although because of sacks, his net rushing was only 28 yards. He's still out here. We'll see what they gain now. They're going to move the ball out to the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lebanon.
Yeah, when I played, we had a motto, run it till they stop it, right? And that was another good read play. Beat the first guy and make some yards.
Number 44, Micah Markley on the tackle there as he went out of bounds. But still 1st and 10 for Lebanon. So here we go. We've 2 plays, almost 20 yards, and both runs by the quarterback. So
that was a
quick
flag.
Yeah, it's a sideline warning. So basically it's just a warning the first time out. Somebody on the sideline for Lebanon was encroaching on his space there. Yeah. That side judge saw somebody in that zone too close. So here we go. They are going to actually run the ball now to Braden Kay, and he's going backwards.
Maybe he should have kept it again.
Braden Everett, right? He continued his fake out to the right side, and obviously he didn't have the ball, but it looked like there might have been
space
something
out there,
right? Nice tackle there. Looks like number 33 for Lakota West with the tackle. That's Grant Bierman.
Playing with a club on there, it looks like.
Having some success there. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of an injury on that left arm. Got a couple injuries here. Johnny Simpson, the starting left guard, number 62, has been out tonight, as well as Ben Minnick, number 13, the other safety.
Those defensive linemen are just having a great game tonight. If you look how they're controlling the front line there, they're managing their man, they're managing their gaps. They have a good eye on the ball. They're keeping their arms, the hands away from them. They're just doing a great job of rushing that quarterback and managing the rush as well.
So that's some pretty good pressure there. We're going to see actually Kofi Bobby, number 96, is going to make the play. Here we go. The defensive backs for Lakota switching sides. Drew Minnick out to the top on the receiver. A little bit of a tight formation coming.
There's a blitz.
Yeah, here comes some guys right up the middle.
Yeah,
wow.
They got him.
He
got out of there.
Good job. Kept his feet still
wow.
on his feet. Boy, what a great
what a
game.
move.
So the result's going to be 4th and 6.
Yeah.
But what a great job. It could have been 4th and 20.
Better than 4th and 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Everett, you've done a nice job here. So there you go. You had 97. There's Eli Davis, number 90, gets away from him. 96, Bobby avoided him. And then looks like run out of bounds there.
Like he has some really good size, too.
Yeah.
What is he, 6'2", 6'3"?
Pull him back up again on number 17, Braden Everett. They don't list it on this one. Looks like. Keep looking around here, see if we've got anything. Here we go.
He's got a good size.
I think we're going to have it here.
Good size
6'1", 175.
Okay.
They are going for it on 4th and 8, down 29 points. Going to get sacked.
They got him that time. He was down.
Again, he tries to throw the ball as he goes down. It's going to be a sack. Lakota West ball. I don't know. 4th and 8 from your own 40. I get it. You're down 29. You got to try to do something. I'm not sure that play had a lot of chance of success. Here we go. You see Everett back to pass.
Not when they're blitzing.
Nobody
like
there
that.
quick.
Not when those linemen are throwing those guys off. Like
we saw 90.
They have no chance when they're.
90. Eli Davis gets the sack, but he also threw the. He shoved the defender back at the quarterback.
So if the replay guys could show that one more time from the beginning and look at the defensive lineman just throw his guy out of the way. Well, that's okay.
So here we go. 1st and 10, Lakota West from the 37-yard line of Lebanon. We still have Mitch Bolden in the backfield along with Gonzalez to his left. 3 receivers left, 1 right. They're going to run the ball straight up the middle to Gonzalez.
Nice run. That's a touchdown.
Wide open.
Good block.
See that? They're going to try to drag him down. We'll see what.
Yeah, I think
and
it's
a touchdown. You called it from about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he had nothing but grass in front of him.
Well, and what they did, they spread the field, right? 4 receivers wide. Made the defense very horizontal, right? They were all lined up beside each other. There wasn't much depth to their defense. You see the corners up there in 0 because he was blitzing. That's why he came up there.
The linebackers were up close to the line.
Yeah.
Didn't have a chance to recover.
And then the safeties didn't have a chance. Good effort there by Gonzalez to fight that last couple yards to get in the end zone for the touchdown. Here we go. We've got Tyler Bond on for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, through again. So with 9:56 to go here in the third quarter, Lakota West does get over the 30-point mark at 36-0.
Should be a running clock.
See some great blocks there, right? Did a nice job. Lakota West line got man on man. He got through that, and because they were so wide with the receivers, there was nobody in the middle in the back.
I think of all the games that we've broadcasted together, this is probably the most dominant performance that Lakota West has had because of a few things. Special teams has just been off the charts good tonight. And really, Lakota West has kept the penalties to a minimum. I can't think they probably have less than 20 yards in penalties. And that has been one of their downfalls during a game is getting into position down at the 20 and in scoring position, and they get a penalty to do this and get a penalty and back up to here and then end up punting the ball away or kicking the field goal.
So there's Tyler Bond again, kicks it through the end zone.
So
you're right. They had one penalty for 5 yards in the first half, so you nailed it there. And you're right. That has been a problem for them. They have played more clean, perhaps, than they've played. Now, again, they did lose 2 offensive possessions by punt returns for touchdown.
You'll do that every time, right?
Absolutely.
You'll take that
but
loss.
I was just took away. They didn't run as many plays as they maybe normally would run in a full half of a game because of that.
But they did have a pretty balanced time of possession, if I remember right. Pretty even.
Here we go. Lebanon back out. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Just trying to see if we have any other information there that could help on that. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read it the wrong way. It's 6 minutes time of possession to 16-18.
So they're going to
they're way off.
Run it straight up the middle for a gain of maybe – looks like he made it past the 20-yard line. That's Braden Kay. And, Braden, over 1,200 yards on the season.
Yeah.
He's had a tough night here. Most of the rushing yards, are going to go to the quarterback, actually. If we look at it, he had net 23 yards on 9 carries in the first half, and that's a kid who's run for 120 yards a game.
Yeah.
So Lakota West defense has definitely been strong there. Really, it's been 3 or 4 bigger plays has been the majority of the offense. And then actually the drive before halftime where they're trying to sneak down there and get some points.
Yeah.
They get a little bit. Nice cut back. Oh, that could be a face mask. See what happens. Nope, must have not grabbed it. Gain's going to be about 4 on the play. That was Braden Kay once again running the ball to the right side. You know, he's got a little bit of swerve to his game here, right? I mean, he brings it around here. He kind of fakes out, cuts inside of Asbeck, a little bit of hold on Jacob. And Jacob, I thought maybe it was a face mask. Actually got a hand on the ball there. That's why I saw the receiver or the running back kind of moving with him.
Yep.
You think, oh, he's got his head. No, he had the ball. That's why he was like, whoa, wait a minute. I can't let this happen. So 3rd and 5 for Lebanon. See what they can do here. I mean, the plays they've had success on have been the quarterback running the ball, not the running back. We'll see what they do a little bit different. Quarterback's rolling out. He's going to try to run the ball. See if he's tucking it on the left hand. He is going to get the first down.
Nice job.
Nice effort, right? It looks like we'll see the spot. I'm pretty sure they're going to mark him at the 30, and they will. They're going to move him to 31, so first down.
All right, move the chains.
Good,
right?
good effort. So he fakes decay up the middle. Wow.
Good scramble.
Eli Davis just came through. He got inside the contained guy for Lakota West. You see Markley knock him out of bounds, but not before he got the first down. So 1st and 10 for Lebanon. 7 minutes to go.
His smart play there. I mean, he was looking to pass. He could have easily thrown it away. Instead, he showed great poise in the backfield and dodged a couple tackles and made the first down.
And he's had some success running the ball to the left side. Here goes Kay's going to try the left side. Nothing for him. Yeah. Looks like they are going to spot that as a loss on the play. Great job from the Lakota West defense. You see them all walking back there. You see 11 Asbeck, 5 Brandcamp, 44 Markley, Eli Davis, number 70, 10 Drew Minnick, number 1 Malik Hartford, 3 Dave Braun, Benny Powell.
I think here you're going to have to see him try a pass again. And if it doesn't work, the quarterbacks have had pretty good luck of making something out of nothing. So that might be another approach.
It's been interesting because he's had his success.
There's a good run play.
He pops
good
up the
game.
middle for 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know, you're right about that. He's had success rolling to the left, which is hard for a right-hander, but actually the one pass, he was rolling left and had the success. So that was a little bit of a change-up. We see number 5 there, Marquise Johnson, with his 2nd carry of the game.
That's a little further inside the line there. That looked like that was off the hip of the center. And, you know, the interior line had a little bit of an opening, and he hit the hole hard. And naturally you're going to gain a few yards once you make it past that first.
He's been the blocker the more time. Here we go. Quarterback's going to keep it. It runs out of the first tackle and going to be short. It's going to be 4th and about 1, maybe 2. He did a nice job avoiding the tackle in the backfield. Got out to the left side, but could never get turned upfield.
Right.
So you'll see this here. We're going to see just Eli Davis is just, coming out of a shotgun into the backfield. I mean, we've seen a couple times where he's just thrown the blocker back into the quarterback.
Right. Just totally dominating the front line. He's
just
in the trenches,
disruption,
right?
Yeah. So here you go, 4th and 2. Last time they tried it here, that was obviously unsuccessful on the play, and Lakota West turned the first play into a touchdown. Here we go. They decided to punt this time with 4:46 to go, trailing by 36.
You know, if they were on their 40, maybe you try it, right? But here, you've got to kick it away and hope your defense can do something.
Yeah.
Something productive.
Because, I mean, are you at the point now where it's about something other than winning the game? I mean, you're down 36 points to one of the top teams in the state, undefeated Lakota West. The likelihood that in the next 16 minutes and 36 seconds you're going to score 37 is probably pretty slim. What are you trying to do here? I mean, you're trying to have some successes to move into the rest of the season, and maybe next year you're trying to, 4-6. They didn't have a great season. It looks like they're going to be 4-7. So do you try to have some kind of a little bit of a positive outcome in the second half, or do you at least try to make it harder for Lakota West to continue to score points? Is losing by 36 better than losing by 50? Those kind of things. I don't know.
At this point, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about having fun, right? Isn't that why they're out there anyway? So why not give those 2s and 3s a chance to get out there and have some fun? And ideally, you want to score some points, but the point is you have next year to prepare for too. At this game at 36-0 with a running clock, not a lot of time left in the season, to put it bluntly. Why not give some kids some playing time in the playoffs?
So here's the punt. Lakota West does have 2 guys deep. The guy's going to kick it out of bounds. I think it's going to be around midfield. We'll see where they spot.
Yeah, it looked probably the 47 or so.
Yeah, I think that's wishful thinking that they marked it only at the 46. It looked like the ball landed out of bounds about the 46-yard line. The ball must have made a left turn.
Yeah. But again, and the question also is posed to Lakota West. What are you looking at now? So I asked this question last time, and when do you put in your 2s?
So it gets interesting because when I look out here, I still see number 14, Brennan Remy, the junior wide receivers out there. I see 72, Tony Curtis. Do we still have Tony out there as the left tackle? Try to look through them, but it is still the first group.
Yep.
See what we have here. Mitch Bolden, number 7, still in the backfield. Going to actually take the snap.
Sweep action.
Yeah, it's going to be Giovanni Wilson. He's going to look like he was going to try to go all the way back to the left side. Now he is all the way to the right side.
Nice.
Look at the block by Mitch Bolden.
Wow,
tell you what,
job.
There's your quarterback. And I get he's not a prototypical build for a quarterback. But look at that.
No,
he's
a good quarterback that'll get out there and block for you.
So here you go. Giovanni Wilson actually catches the snap in the jet. Comes left, not much going there. Takes it all the way back to the right, cuts back inside, but number 7, Bolden, there's the quarterback. He said he's still coming. So you're going to see him down here and take number 7 up and just look at that. 12 yards, puts him on his back.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what Mitch is going to talk about after the game.
Yeah,
when he
exactly right.
The guy.
You see that block I made? Yeah.
So first down for Lakota West at the 20-yard line of Lebanon.
Add that to your highlight reel.
Going to run the ball just up the middle, see what they can do. Not a whole lot there for Gonzalez, number 24. See number 88, Luke Gilbert, who is the sophomore tight end we talked about a little bit earlier. Keep watching, see what we have out there.
Well,
looks like there's a.
You just need to pound the rock. They just need to run the ball and burn the clock. Well, the clock's running, so I guess they can do whatever they want. But
and I do apologize for that, Luke Gilbert, not Luke Gilbert. My error. Mitch Bolden back, got 4 receivers. So here we go. They've got that field spread again, right? 4 receivers wide. Mitch is going to run it right up the middle. And
nice. They're going to have a hard time. Well, they got him.
Yeah, they're going to get it. It's going to be first and goal at the 5-yard line. Now, what's interesting is when you saw him spread the field wide like that, Mitch going up the middle, right, the old comment we always hear from football, it's like the parting of the Red Sea. Well, we can't say that because that's the student section here at Lakota West is the Red Sea.
Now take a look at the way
some nice blocking there.
But at the end of this play, they put him down pretty hard.
Yeah,
and it's when do you preserve your talent for the next game?
You sure would think that if you punch this one in, it looks like the first and goal from the 6. That's probably the last time we're going to see the starting group out there.
You certainly wouldn't have a design play for your
There you go. Touchdown. That's nice to see. Gonzalez with a touchdown as well today.
That was a great drive. That was a really good drive for Lakota West.
Really noticed number 65.
All of it on the ground.
And number 65, Alex Hermes. Watch his block here, right there, left guard. So you're going to see the center, Alex Key to the right. Nice block. You see Hermes 65 and right in there. Relatively untouched from the 6-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
We're going to see it again here. Look at that. You see Hermes bounces into the inside. What a nice job.
Yep.
Nice job, Alex Hermes and Alex Key right there in the middle, and as well as the rest of the offensive line.
The line play has been great for West tonight. Both sides of the ball. Dominant defensive line. Great pass protection. Great run blocking. It's just been a really top performance by the O-line and defensive line.
There's only been the challenge has been there's been a couple of times number 11, and again, Quentin Wagers, the junior, he's very long and lean. I mean, he does lead their conference in sacks with double digits. I think we credit him with 3 in the first half. I didn't look at the stats. Yeah. But really speed rush, right? He's just gotten to the outside.
He's
one
quick.
of them wasn't
and strong. He's real strong.
One of them wasn't the offensive line's fault. It was a scramble, and you're blocking a guy in. You block the guy outside, and that's where your quarterback goes.
Right.
But Other than that, the offensive line's done a pretty good job.
Yep. Yep.
So here we go, Tyler Bond. He's on his kicks. We've got 6 kicks, 4 into the end zone, and 2
one
inside.
for 13, 1 for 21 yards
And,
or 20
yeah,
yards.
2 inside the 5. So,
Yeah.
I expect to see him into the end zone here and make Lebanon start again somewhere, inside. Oh, it's going to be short. See what happens here. The
Kick.
up man actually catches at the 20, but he's going backwards.
Yeah, well,
he did.
found
Okay.
a lane.
My mistake, right? He
Yeah,
got around the
there you go.
outside, takes it out past the 30-yard line.
Almost 35.
See where they spot him? Oh,
Oh, no, late hit.
Couple-
Somebody's
wow,
getting
couple late
chippy on the
flags.
sidelines.
couple late flags there. We'll have to see what the call is there. So there's the dead ball. It's going to there's the personal foul.
You hate to see that frustration, right?
So the call's on Lakota West. Let's see what the call was. There was 2 flags. See who they called it on. I couldn't quite get a feel for that.
It looked like there was some shoving over there on the sidelines.
And the play ended out of it. There's Coach Bolden. He's not very happy with that. Here he is up 43-0 with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter, but that's not what you want to say. As you mentioned, they've done a great job tonight on penalties.
Yes, and I hate to jinx them, but shoving the opponent on their sideline when you're ahead 43-0 isn't the best message or image you want for your team, right? So
Great field position. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. See if Lebanon can make something happen there, or see if that fired up Lakota a little bit. Looks like we see some different numbers out here for Lakota.
Got it.
So it was a jump ball.
Is he going to get in? Oh.
He's going to be first
On
to
the
go
five.
up. There's a penalty way back. So the quarterback, it looks like
Holding.
a lot of a second-team defense out there targeting on the offense.
Well,
So
that's unusual.
That's scary. So the quarterback was back to throw. He just threw a jump ball. The Lakota West second defensive group was out there, and they struggled. I guess the Lebanon guy made a better play on the ball.
Well, that's exactly right. He was covered.
Yeah.
He was covered like a blanket. But the ball was so far underthrown that the defender didn't see it coming, and the offensive guy did. Stopped, turned around, ran back 5 yards, and caught it.
So at the end of 3 quarters, Lakota West 43 and Lebanon nothing.
I'd like to see what they
Hi,
called.
I'm Justin Eckstein with Westchester Township TV. In partnership with Lakota Schools and Westchester Township, we are now going to be live streaming select games, and we're super excited about it. Feel free to follow us on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and you'll be able to see the links to live stream those games. Also follow us on our YouTube channel. And if you would actually like to come out and work with us and volunteer, we have opportunities for that, and you can find that on our website as well, westchesteroh.org. Thanks.
So here we are back again at Lakota West Firebirds Stadium on the campus of Lakota West High School for this first round playoff matchup between Lakota West and Lebanon. It's been all Lakota West for the first 36 minutes. Larry?
It's exactly what, we kind of thought at the beginning of the game, but in a different path to getting to this point. 20 points, special teams, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. And then a lot of great defense for Lakota West. Shutting them out to this point has been a dominant defensive performance.
So we want to talk about that. We do have a second defensive team out there. I see number 27, Anthony Henderson, in the defensive secondary. Looks like number 23, Joel Drake, a 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. Try to talk it. There's the starting running back for Lebanon, Braden Key. Does have a nice run there. Of course, that was 2nd and 33 after the targeting penalty.
Yep. So now it's 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, he gains back a chunk of it. See what. Yeah, here we go. The run.
He's just fast.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not belittling it, but it is the second group for
it was a good
it's
hole,
the first offense.
And he hit it and
right
hit it at the right angle.
Lebanon's got their starters in there, and Lakota West
get
is
past
going.
that guy, though.
Yeah, is going with their second group.
Right.
I know that's no excuse. Coach Bolden wouldn't have. That would mean nothing. He expects this team, the second group, to be able to make it happen.
Well,
and on that play, they did.
Backside contain, right?
So here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 17. Nice tackle on the play. I'm going to try to point out some other of these guys out here. I see number 50, Aaron Ko, a 6 foot, 206-pound senior at linebacker. 33, we still see Grant Bierman out there. He's got a lot of play today.
Looks like he's passing.
Yep.
Oh,
there he is.
Deep. And it's a pick.
Nice defense. See who?
Yeah, great job.
That was really nice catch.
Number 30.
Yeah, number 30. That's Finn Mason. He is a 5'9", 167-pound sophomore defensive back. I know he had a brother a couple years ago, Truman, who was a defensive back at Lakota West.
Was great coverage.
So perfectly in position. Really nice play by Finn. So, and that's what we expect, right? Lakota West is not going to say, well, it's our second team, they're starters. Lakota West thinks this group should be able to compete with Lebanon starters.
This is great experience for them and getting them prepared for when they may have to go in during the next game.
So I do see number 15, Nolan Parker, at quarterback for Lakota West. Same thing here, second group out there. We'll try to talk through as many of those guys as we can count. Lebanon does still have their starting defense out there. See what that looks like. Nice run by Davion McCoy, 0. We've seen him throughout the season a little bit.
Yep, that was a good game.
Davion is a 6'1", 194-pound junior running back. Just try to pick and choose some of these guys out here as we see them. I see number 17 at the wideout. That's Kobe Taylor, a 6', 165-pound junior wide receiver. Try to catch some linemen. I apologize if I miss anybody. It's just whoever looks our direction. Xander Nolman, a 6'4", 248-pound junior offensive lineman. 51, I see 64 right there. That would be Tyler Hermes. His twin brother was starting tonight at left guard. We called out that nice block for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's really important to point out that the backup quarterback is also in Parker Nolan. He's
Nolan
11th
Parker,
grade. Yeah, Nolan Parker. I'm sorry. I'm reading them backwards here.
Yeah, he's out there, so we'll see that. It looked like Cordell Atkins, a 5'11", 195-pound junior running back with a carry there. Try to catch as many of these guys as we can. Logan Gray, a 6'2", 220-pound sophomore center.
I'd like to see the Parker throw the ball a couple times while you got him out there.
There goes McCoy. He's going to cut it up. He's going to gain about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 6 or 7.
Maybe we'll see the pass here.
We'll see what they do with 8:23 to go, a running clock. Lakota West up 43-0 over Lebanon.
Another 7 points.
I'm not sure if it's a complete starting group out there for Lebanon, but I definitely see a number of them. The one who, of course, stands out is number 11, Quentin Wagers, who has the I'm going to look at the stats, see what the stats marked it. They have 3 sacks, so they agreed with us there.
Another 7 points for West will be that 50 burger that we talked about. So
Lebanon's trying to help you out there, right? Keeping their first group out there. Going to try to run the ball here. There's 29 again. Just nowhere to go for Cordell Atkins. So it's going to be 4th and 6, and Lakota West is going to punt.
Yep.
Try to catch some more of those guys out there. I see number 76, Carson Stanley, a 5'11", 267-pound sophomore offensive lineman, was also out there for Lakota West.
Yep.
Great to see a lot of these young men. They practice just as hard and every day, and a lot of them will have to step to the forefront next season. So nice to see that. Here goes the punter. Number 91, good high punt, fair catch, signaled and caught around the 19-yard line. Yep. I tell you, he's
that was a good punt.
Joe Marquardt has been pretty effective.
Probably 35.
No return.
40-yard punt.
Covering the position for Ben Minnick. Good to see. They are going to try to make sure they stop the clock with 6:55 to go on the change of possession.
Great hang time though, and
very, very successful. See if we can spot some of these guys on the defense again for Lakota West here in the second group. I see number 46, Sam Afari. I actually saw who's playing cornerback. I saw his brother David, who is a running back at the University of Northern Colorado, was in town.
Wow, nice.
I know he's had a little bit of an ankle injury, but he's got several touchdowns on the year at college, playing for Ed McCaffrey, if you remember from the NFL days. And Dylan McCaffrey is their quarterback who transferred from Michigan.
Right.
David had transferred from Miami of Ohio out there for this season. But Sam is his younger brother. Now, let's also not forget, there goes Braden Kay, runs the ball, going to get about a yard.
Yeah.
They're the middle brother, so David is the junior. The freshman in college who starts for the University of Kentucky is Alex Safari. Kentucky's had a lot of success.
Yep.
They got a big game tomorrow with Tennessee.
Wow.
Here we go, 2nd and 8 for Lebanon. Clock running at 6:19, just outside the 20-yard line. Try to catch some more people out there. I see Carson Fan, a 5'11", 170-pound sophomore defensive back.
Yep.
Catch the middle, going to run the ball right up the middle. It's going to gain in 3 or 4, but it's going to put him in a 3rd and I guess manageable, right? 3rd and 3.
This will be the second time this second team defense has been out on the field. So that a first initial, you got to get hit first before you really start playing your game, right?
That's right.
So now we're going to start seeing the second team bow their backs a little bit, and you'll see a much better performance here. Here it's what, 3rd and 4?
Yeah, very
I'd be surprised if they get a first down.
So here we go. Sam Darla, I see number 93 is in there on the defensive line. Here they're going to run. The quarterback's going to run the ball. See what kind of fill they had. He's going to be short. You called it. 4th and 1 or 2. Nice plays.
They're in there getting aggressive now.
Yeah, nice plays. Number 50 was involved there. That is Aaron Ko. I see number 16 out there. That is Cam Thomas. Nice play there. It's going to be 4th and 1.
They're going to go for it.
5:06 running clock. It's a full 1 yard. We'll see what happens here. But I mentioned 93 was out there for Sam Darla, a 6'2", 260-pound senior defensive tackle. Nice to see some guys maybe who don't get all the playing time they would have liked to have this season, getting some opportunities in here. Yeah, that's the other thing. And Kay's gonna run the ball for the first down, going to gain but only about 3. So 4 downs to get 12 yards. Not a bad defensive effort. Obviously, we'd like to get off the field. Here we go again. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lebanon at their own 33-yard line. And that's the other thing. We always talk about, hey, it's great to get some of the young guys in there. It's also great to get some of the older guys who maybe aren't the starters, maybe don't get all the playing time. That's great to see that as well out here for Lakota West.
Some of your second-string seniors, third-string seniors. Yeah, you got it.
Here we go. But Lebanon maintains the starting group out there. We still see going to hand the ball off to the left side. And
good contain. That's good defense.
In a nice run. I mean, we've seen him do that a few times now. It's been he's had some success as the change of pace running back. That's Marquise Johnson, number 5 for Lebanon.
Yep.
He's had a few carries. That one's a good 6, almost 7 yards.
Stretched it out.
See what we do here. I see number 92 entering the game there. That looks like Judah King, a 5'10", 227-pound defensive lineman, a sophomore for Lakota West. So it looks like a lot of people getting some playing time here. Clock does run and runs fast. 3:27 to go.
It does, doesn't it?
43 to nothing still Lakota West. I think if you're going to get your 50, they're going to have to make something happen on defense here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice run again from Johnson.
Down?
Yeah, Johnson has shown us a little bit.
I don't expect 50 when there's a team 2 and 3 out there. So that's a good thing to see those younger players, and like you said, those seniors that are looking to graduate, getting some more playing time.
Well, the one thing to mention, of course, is Lakota West will, as we talked earlier, right? It's win in advance.
Yep.
And so next week it will be another home game. So we have another. Right. We'll be behind.
We'll be right back here, right?
Yeah, we'll be up here again next week for Lakota West.
I look forward to finding out who we play.
Friday night at 7:00. See what happens here. They're going to hand the ball off to number 10 to the right side for Lebanon.
Good tackle.
Going to gain it for about 3 yards. I see Sam Darla, 93, involved in the play. I also see number 16, looks like Cam Thomas, the linebacker. I think Cam Thomas is a freshman, if I'm not mistaken, number 16, I'm sorry. See number 45 out there. That would be Nathan Hunt, a 6', 224-pound defensive lineman. Good to see him.
Yeah.
Here we go. 2:10 to go. 2nd and 8 for the Lebanon Warriors. Lakota West Firebirds on defense still. They're going to run the ball right up the middle again. Going to get another 3 or 4 yards. Number 37, Nathan Huggins, the 6 foot, 194-pound sophomore linebacker with the tackle. 3rd and 3. See what they can do there. Huggins running off the field. Let's see what else can happen. Again, nice to see Lakota West, a good solid win. They did get a couple positive offensive possessions there later because they had special teams early. So I think they had to feel good about that. They had the early touchdown pass.
More importantly, you've got a shutout in the playoffs. Or maybe I shouldn't speak up too soon. I don't want to jinx Lakota West, but that clock's running pretty fast.
And it looks like Lebanon is content to run the ball. They've got Alex Klein, a sophomore running back, number 10, carrying the ball with this clock moving under a minute and 10 to go. It'll be under a minute before this next snap. They are 1st and 10 at the Lakota West 42. Looks like they might get a few more runs here, but
tonight Lakota West gave their next opponent another laundry list of things that they need to look out for.
Quarterback's going to keep it again, Everett.
They're going to have to prepare for that punt return because it was a really good punt return game tonight. And they're going to have to figure some way to beat that defensive line on the ground.
So Braden Everett, the quarterback, kept the ball, ran it around the left side for what looked like a nice run, but there was a hold. And not only is it going to set them back, but with the penalty, it's going to take like 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. So they're under 20 seconds, clock running. Normally not on a penalty, but when you're up 43, it is. See if Lebanon tries to run one more play. They've got 15 seconds to go.
No 50-burger, but
Braden Everett, the quarterback's going to try to get one more play off. 7, we'll see. It's going to be close. I don't know if they can get set.
They're going to get it.
Clock's at 3. Looks like they're set.
So they got it.
Yeah, they did get it off.
They're throwing deep.
Quarterback's going to try to throw to the end zone.
And it's a pick.
It's going to be intercepted.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Here he goes.
No.
Number 30 with it. Wow, that was it looked like that was Finn Mason, number 30, his second interception.
I thought we were going to get that 50-burger. But, hey, listen, 43 points, 0 for
Lebanon.
0 for Lebanon. What a dominant performance for West going into the playoffs. And they're looking really good.
So we'll see you same time, same channel,
same place. Yeah.
Next Friday night, 7 o'clock. Lakota West will be in round 2 of the playoffs.
Thank you, broadcast team and cameraman. You did a great job.
Good night, everyone.